massive fire broke out last night, forcing many people to evacuate.
Dragons aren't just a thing of the past where some tend to exist in the current day and age. Here are some of the most showing instances where real dragons were caught on camera flying high in the sky. This guy who was parked by the side of the road, casually recording the gray, stormy skies. But then, out of nowhere, a massive winged creature appeared, gliding through the clouds. And no, it wasn't a bird. This thing had huge wings and an almost mythical body shape, like Armin from He's a Dragon. But this one, it seemed real, right there against the stormy backdrop. That's the kind of sight that makes you wonder, what else is hidden from us? Dragon on crane. It was almost like a scene straight out of Game of Thrones. People stood there in stunned feelings and watched what looked like a real-life Drogon soaring above them. Just imagine that, seeing a dragon, not on TV, but in real life. And just as suddenly as it appeared, it took off into the sky. Was it heading back to some hidden lair, or is there a deeper reason it chose this spot? Maybe it's been visiting here at night all along, but this time it got caught off guard. Mountain peaks are known for strange sightings, UFOs, even tales of witches. But an ancient creature like this, in the dead of night, a local captured something incredible from his rooftop. At first, there was just a faint glow on the mountaintop. Then, out of nowhere, a beam of bright orange fire shot through the darkness. And there it was. Watch closely to the clip. Through the flame brightness, the structure in the air appears. Massive dragon, wings spread wide, spewing flames onto the peak. The entire mountaintop blazed with fire. But why? Could it be marking its territory? For now, we'll have to wait and see if more evidence emerges to complete the story. Behind the trees. While a couple was enjoying a peaceful walk in the field, capturing sweet moments together, something incredible caught their eye. High above, a large dragon appeared, gracefully swooping down behind the trees. Seeing such a mythical creature in such a calm place made their walk even more magical. As the dragon disappeared behind the tree line, it left them, and anyone who hears this story is full of wonder and questions. Why did it show up here and now? They didn't dare to go and look, but maybe they informed the officials regarding this. Dragon abduction. Captured in a breathtaking scene, a long serpent-like figure soared toward a bright light in the sky, reminiscent of a mystical doorway. At first, you might think it was just a part of a tree because of how it's shaped, but it moved, twisting as it went up. This cool sight might remind you of those stories where aliens take people away, but here, it looks like it's the dragon's turn to go up. Or maybe it's a special machine shaped like a dragon made by aliens now going back up into the sky through this glowing light. The actual reasoning is still a mystery, but I bet on this. If experts make a discovery on it, it's going to be new thing in history. Mongolia finds. Now this one's seriously creepy. A creature supposedly spotted in Mongolia had people talking. It looked like something pulled straight out of a nightmare. Rough, scaly skin, a long jaw packed with razor-sharp teeth, and spines sticking out of its back. It's easy to see why folks were calling it a dragon. Maybe it's just a Halloween prop, especially with the spooky season in full swing. But then again, Mongolia has a long history of mythical beasts, like the legendary lifeless worm said to haunt the desert. So this might be a modern spin on those old tales, or just a clever prank, I guess. Dragon in Pakistan. Sometimes, even the clearest weather reveals the most mysterious sights. Before you think this is just a drone or some fancy kite, take a closer look. What you're seeing is a real dragon, spotted soaring over the skies of Pakistan. With wings spread wide and an undeniably dragon-like body, it moves with a natural grace that no machine or toy could replicate. Witnesses were left speechless, stunned by the sight of something that they thought can never exist like that. It might be hovering there to keep its eggs secure because because this is the nature of dragons. Alien tech. It looked like an ordinary foggy day in the mountains, until someone noticed this in the background. Yes, hovering above the trees was a dragon-like figure, but something was off. As it moved, the figure had a metallic sheen, almost as if it were a robot. Could it be alien technology at work? Some believe this might not be a real creature at all, but an alien spacecraft, cleverly shaped like a dragon to disguise itself. Aliens are rumored to have tech that morphs into different forms. If this sighting is real, it could be a glimpse of an Earth dragon straight from advanced alien engineering. Dragon Overstreet. Residents in Dakar, Senegal couldn't believe their eyes when a massive winged creature suddenly appeared in the sky. An actual dragon right over the city. People saw it gliding above buildings, casting huge shadows. Some even swore they heard the heavy flapping of its wings, and here's the twist. A few videos actually show what looks like a health bar floating above it, like something from a video game. Naturally, social media exploded, with theories ranging from digital glitch to government experiment or even something supernatural. For now, no official word explains the sighting, leaving everyone to ask, could it have been real or are we just dreaming? Fantasyland Dragon. On December 5th, 2012, guests at Disney World's Magic Kingdom got a spectacular surprise during a private event in New Fantasyland. A dragon, breathing fire as it flew through the night sky, wowed everyone. At first, people thought it was just a high-tech drone part of the show, but then the dragon moved so smoothly, just like a real creature, making everyone thinking that could it be an actual dragon? No one knows what happened to it after that night. It didn't show up again, and officials haven't shared any more info. Did it escape into the night, leaving us all guessing? Keep looking up when you visit, you might see it again. Water dragon. It might have been tough for the fishermen to grab their phones to record this moment, but can you blame them? I'm getting chills just looking at this. Check out the features on this creature. A long, spiny back breaking through the water's surface, followed by what looks like maybe a horn on the head. After a massive splash, this dragon-like figure appeared, gliding through the calm water. Could this be a sighting of a legendary water dragon? Ancient tales speak of dragons like the Mizuchi from Japan, or the lindworm of European folklore, creatures that thrived in rivers and lakes. They had made a surprise comeback. Two dragons fight.
In this video you are about to see the following is recorded by a
Caught near a rural home, two dragons soaring above the trees offer a striking contrast to the quiet village below. With their bodies arched dramatically in the sky, one breathes out fire, painting a vivid scene of a fierce showdown. It's both surprising and a bit shocking to see such mythical power play out against such a peaceful backdrop. But how they came there and what was their reasoning is quite a stir for us. It's hard to conclude this, because obviously no one had these giants as a pet. It might be there due to some big reasonings.
In this video you are about to see the following is recorded by a
Close call. So there was this crazy moment in front of Cathedral going around, and it showed what looked like a real dragon flying around Notre Dame Cathedral. This all went down back in October 2014, and the people there were freaking out. The footage was pretty clear, but what got folks thinking it might be the real deal was how the camera shook a ton when the dragon flew close to the person filming. There was even this moment where you could see a guy recording completely shocked, and the camera shook a lot, which made it seem like it wasn't just some computer-generated trick. It was enough to make you think that maybe, just maybe, dragons aren't just stuff of legends. Dragon on pole. You won't believe what's popping up in viral videos nowadays. A creature that looks startlingly like a dragon climbing a communications tower. We usually think of dragons as characters in the pages of fantasy novels, not clinging to the steel of modern structures in our world. The footage was far from clear, like grainy and shaky, but it captured something with wings perched high above, blurring the lines between our reality and the myths of dragons. There were no clues about where it was shot or who managed to catch this moment, but one thing was clear: its appearance suggested something wilder. What was that? That's suspense here. Humans and dinosaurs. Could humans and dinosaurs have once walked the earth together? Looking at this little creature, you almost start to wonder. It's sitting quietly on someone's hand, calm and still. At first, it seems like just an exotic lizard, but then you notice the wings. Yes, wings. The colors on them are incredible, and the creature's body looks like it was made for both flying and running. It's almost like a piece of ancient history brought back to life. Maybe it even hatched from a fossilized egg. This tiny winged animal feels like a real-life dragon, giving us a peek into a world we thought was long gone. Ghostly dragon. At first glance, this might just seem like a swirling smoke trail, or maybe a fleeting ghost caught on camera. But look closer. The way it moves fluidly and gracefully, doesn't it remind you more of something from a mystical tale? See how it twists through the cloudy sky? That's not just any smoke. It could be a dragon, which we heard in Korean folklore. In Korean mythology, dragons are not only powerful protectors, but sometimes even vengeful spirits tied to them. Maybe this particular clip might just capture one of these dragon spirits. Thunder reveals. This video truly captures something extraordinary. Thunderstorms always bring a touch of mystery, but what happened during this storm was next level. As the storm raged, a massive dragon-like shape emerged from the clouds. Each flash of lightning briefly illuminated its form, making it appear as though nature itself was spotlighting this immense creature. Some might say it's just folklore coming to life, or perhaps our minds are playing tricks on us. However, in many traditions, it's believed that legendary dragons make their presence known through signs like these. Could this be connected to those myths? Winged mystery. Check this out in the sky, from far away. Someone recorded this shocking scene. There was a dark figure spotted flying high near the epic universe, and no, it wasn't just any big eagle. Look at that tail and growth body. This thing moved with power, swooping through the air with the grace of a dragon. It was like it was patrolling the sky, perhaps keeping an eye on something below. In ancient tales, dragons often guard treasures or their nests. It seems this dragon might be circling a secret location, diligently protecting its eggs or a precious hoard. Tibet Sky Mystery. How cool is this? Someone caught what looks like a dragon flying over Tibet's snowy mountains. Believe it or not, on a clear day, a hiker with a keen eye whipped out their camera and managed to get footage of this dragon-like creature up in the sky. The video quickly spread all over the internet, getting loads of people excited and curious. You can see this thing gliding smoothly with its long snake-like body and huge wings, just like the dragons from old stories. It fits right into Tibet's history of mystical and magical tales. If this is a dragon, what's it doing out there flying around so freely? Mountains hold history. It feels like we've stepped back in time, right into a scene from a Jurassic Park movie, with those mountainous views and a dragon flying across the sky. But believe it or not, this isn't from a film. This footage was captured recently by a hiker in the mountains. I absolutely loved watching it, although the ending, showing the dragon breathing fire, was cut off a bit too soon. I bet you're just as stunned as I am to see dragons making an appearance in our times. Yes, it seems they do exist, and now we've got plenty of evidence to prove it. Fire through building. It was a stormy day on May 8th, 2020 when a man driving through the downpour noticed something astonishing in the sky. Reality took an unbelievable twist when all of a sudden, intense blast of flames from its mouth. This dramatic display of fire was no small feat, illuminating the building and the darkened sky around it. Dozens of onlookers managed to capture this scene on camera, making it a spectacle that went beyond usual sightings. Dragon at slope. Foggy weather is great at hiding secrets, and this foggy morning was no exception. It only revealed a blurry shadow, but those of us with a keen eye could make out that it was a dragon. A local from far away managed to capture it on camera sitting on the mountain slope before it took off with its massive wings. Just think about the sheer size of it. Where it was headed, we still don't know, and details are scarce, but let's hope it wasn't an aggressive one. But you know what? Dragons have intentions to appear at specific locations because of their sharp brains. I am merely leaving a hint of its existence there for you to consider. Another thunder reveal. Here we go again. The thunder shows us something mysterious. You know, thunder has a way of bringing secrets to light. Last night, over the quiet town, the sky was full of surprises. Through the flashes of lightning, we saw something that looked like a dragon with a long neck, known as a wyvern. Wyverns are like dragons, but they have only 2 legs and wings, no arms, and they look more like big serpents. They're often presented as chaos and destruction. I'm really curious about what this means, because it's not normal to see something like a monster at night. What's going to happen next? Dragon in night. A mysterious figure resembling a dragon was recently captured on video through a home window. The footage is a bit grainy, but you can clearly see the silhouette of what looks like wings and a tail. It hovered for a moment before moving toward the trees, seemingly trying to hide. This sighting has really stirred up the local community. The homeowner who recorded it believes the dragon might have been secretly living nearby, unnoticed until now. It seems like officials didn't make their way to this sighting yet, which is why no more news is updated. Idaho discovery. People in Idaho have spotted something strange in the sky, a creature with huge wings and a long tail that looks just like a pterosaur. These flying reptiles were thought to have disappeared over 65 million years ago, but this sighting makes you wonder if one could still be around today. Some say it's probably just a big bird, or maybe even a camera trick, but we know creatures once thought extinct like the coelacanth fish have shown up again. If a pterosaur survived, it would be an incredible connection to Earth's ancient past. Dragon flying in the sky. So the other day, a few videos popped up that made people talk. It was taken near the border of India and Tibet, and what was in it? Well, it looked like a dragon flying through the clouds. Even though it was all misty and the visuals weren't super clear, you could see the shape of what seemed to be a long body and wings, just like dragons from old stories. There's a lot we can imagine about what it was, because through shape, it's not a big proof to admit, but yeah, we can only assume it was a dragon like other sightings. But it helps to keep our love for old dragon tales alive. Blending in with carvings. When you first see it, this scene might shock you to choke. It looks like a huge dragon is bursting out of a building, ready to leap right at you. The details are so real. The scales, the fierce look, and how it seems to move. You'd think it's alive, but take a closer look. It's a super detailed 3D artwork on a building in China, created with advanced CGI. This amazing piece makes the legendary dragon look alive and powerful, just like in old stories. It's a beautiful modern tribute to these mythical creatures, letting us see just how majestic and powerful dragons could be in real. Tail around building. Guess what was wrapping itself around the Empire State Building? A gigantic dragon. Yeah, like straight out of a fantasy blockbuster. Its tail curling around the skyscraper made everyone double take. New Yorkers and tourists snapped pics and videos, stunned by this beast hanging onto the skyline. The chatter hasn't stopped since. Everyone's tossing around theories. Was it a peek into another realm or just some epic throwback to ancient myths? Whatever it was, it sparked a ton of wonder and has everyone talking. What's your take on this fantastical sighting? Dragon in Malaysia. A bizarre creature with a long, furry body and dragon-like features recently caught everyone's attention. Some said it was caught in Malaysia after attacking rabbits. Others believed a fisherman in Mongolia captured it, while many thought these stories were just man-made or maybe an art project. Recent findings of similar fossils in a nearby river have sparked a whole new set of questions. Could creatures from ancient legends have existed? These remains are now being studied, and they might just prove that some myths are rooted in truth. With these investigations ongoing, it's getting harder to dismiss it all as fantasy. Cloud's mystery. Caught against a backdrop of brooding clouds, there's a scene that might just make you believe in the impossible. Does it look like a dragon flying up there? You can see its long body and wide wings, almost blending in with the sky as it glides smoothly. This is so cool because it makes us think of old stories where dragons flew through the skies, either guarding places or challenging those who entered their territory. But it's a real clip, and the person who caught it posted it on social media, admitting it as the real dragon sighting. Watching in presence could be more insane. Fire in forest. I remember the last time there was a forest fire. It was caused by human error, but this time, it wasn't any human at all. You have to keep a very sharp eye on this. Look closely. In the backdrop of the smoke trail, you can see shadowy wings appear. Yes, right there. A massive dragon emerges in the frame. Captured in El Dorado, California on July 25th, 2021, amid a fiery scene, a dragon seemingly breathes fire, intensifying the blaze. This sighting adds a layer of mystery and raises questions, because the forest is again sheltering them and safe from the keen eyes of officials. Snake dragon. Many hikers reported seeing something strange in the forest, but no one believed them until one brave hiker set up a remote camera to capture it. And here it is, a massive skinny creature with an ancient snake-like body caught on camera. If you think this might be computer editing, just look at the shadow it casts. This is no digital trick, it's real, with a pale, almost skin-like color that makes it even more eerie. This creature, resembling a long-lost Komodo dragon or a mythical serpent, had hiding in the forest all this time, unseen and undisturbed until now. Let's see what researchers will do after this clip. Tunnel secret. Deep within an ancient, forgotten tunnel in Romania, something incredible was found. A local digging team stumbled upon what appeared to be the remains of a dragon-like creature hidden in the depths of an old, mysterious well. Legends tell of dragons and mythical creatures that once roamed these lands, long lost to history. But this discovery stirs up the possibility that some of those legends might hold a grain of truth. Could there be more fossils or even hidden tunnels scattered throughout the area? If this tunnel harbors such a find, who knows what else lies buried nearby? Archaeologists need to pull up their socks now. Jungle protector. In the dense jungle, something straight out of a legend was discovered near an old, abandoned structure. It wasn't just a snake. It had a long, winding body, fierce horns, and a face that looked like it belonged to an ancient dragon. Locals are calling it the jungle serpent, a creature that seems both otherworldly and powerful. People who saw this creature say it felt like stepping into a mythical tale, like the stories of ancient serpent gods protecting the hidden secrets of the forest. Well, it's a jungle protector for them, but for explorers, it's a big discovery. Pterosaur. Out of nowhere, a creature with huge wings and a long tail appeared in the sky, looking exactly like a pterosaur from millions of years ago. People who witnessed it were left stunned, wondering how a creature thought to be extinct could still be alive today. But if you think about it, remote areas and hidden landscapes around the world could still hold secrets. Maybe this pterosaur has been hiding in remote caves or dense forests, only now revealing itself as its food sources or environment are disturbed. So many secrets that need to be uncovered. Water dragon. Hold up your hats, folk. Here's the pop-up again. Right there, clear as day, something extraordinary appeared in the water. A dragon as a water creature, visible from the very first glance. In Chinese mythology, creatures like this are known as long, powerful water dragons connected to rain and rivers. These dragons, often depicted without wings and with flowing serpentine bodies, symbolize strength and grace. I guess it was a fossil recovered, and this ancient being was just an addition to myths. Archaeologists need to make an entry there before this dragon slip out through the waves. Sea dragon. In this incredible underwater sighting, a large dragon-like creature is visible just below the surface. Its face and body are distinct, making it hard to mistake for anything ordinary. Could this be the legendary Bakunawa from Filipino mythology? According to ancient stories, the Bakunawa is a powerful sea dragon and still appeared in the water. Often described as a giant serpent, the Bakunawa is connected to lunar cycles and natural phenomena. Seeing something like this raises the possibility that this mythic creature may have some roots in reality. Above the town. It's almost like the final scene from Game of Thrones, where Drogon flies over the city, bringing destruction with his fiery breath. But this time, it's real, and thankfully, there's no destruction, just a dragon flying peacefully over the cityscape. Take a closer look at the top right corner of the image. You can see the dragon-like figure gliding through the air, almost blending into the urban skyline. This sighting adds to the growing reports coming out of Asia and other regions, where more and more people are spotting creatures that look just like dragons. For years, we've all thought dragons were just a myth, but now they appear to make it true. Monterey dragon. A hike near Monterey took an unexpected turn when a group found a mysterious creature like nothing they'd ever seen. They named it the Monterey Dragon, a small, quiet animal that could suddenly shriek loudly. Curious to learn more, they secured it in a pet carrier and contacted a local news station. As the footage hit the airwaves, it sparked a nationwide sensation. This dragon-like creature didn't show any aggression, but its surprising sounds left viewers fascinated about its origins and what species it might belong to. The creature's whereabouts are now unknown, adding to the mystery and keeping the legend of the Monterey Dragon alive. Dragon eggs. An ordinary day of fossil hunt turned extraordinary for a group of archaeologists in a secluded cave. They were hoping to find ancient bones, but instead they stumbled upon something unexpected. Eggs. Yes, actual eggs, not just fossilized remains. This find suggests they might have come across a preserved specimen, not merely relics of the past. Now, these eggs are being carefully studied in the lab, sparking a flurry of questions about what they might contain. Could these eggs offer a window into a world thought long extinct? The excitement is palpable among the team. Fossil discovery.
Here, y'all. The dragon.
Have you ever stumbled upon an ancient treasure buried in your backyard? That's exactly what happened here. A man discovered what looks like a fossilized dragon right on his property, encased in mud and dirt. The details on this thing are incredible. The scales, the claws, and even the shape of its wings are all preserved, hinting at something straight out of a legend. This discovery is so unique that it deserves a closer look from archaeologists and fossil experts. It's mind-blowing to think there are still fossils like this hidden underground, waiting to be uncovered. Open discussion. I just came across a clip of what looks like a dragon flying close to an airplane. Yes, you heard that right. A dragon. Now, I know this sounds like something out of a fantasy movie, but there it is. Up in the sky, captured on camera. After years of working hard to get phenomena taken seriously, this is what's making the rounds. I get it. It's fascinating. It's sensational. We've been pushing for disclosure on real issues. And then again, this dragon. It's moments like this that can throw us off track. What do you all think? Should we be giving airtime to dragons when there are more pressing mysteries to solve? Let's open up this discussion. Thank you very much for watching the video. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.